Good morning, it's day 112 on trail. Currently about 8:30. We actually left the campsite around 7:15 this morning, but my camera wasn't working again. Not really sure what's going on with it. I'm gonna have to try and get a warranty replacement or something, but we'll see how that goes. Today we are walking 9 miles until we get to the road crossing. I don't even know what it's called. We're going to go into Manchester and do a quick resupply and then jump back on trail, and then try and do at least 20 miles today to get us further north, closer to Rutland, closer to Katahdin, all those good things. I have some of the extra food that Mum sent. I posted ahead to Rutland. I also have something else. Oh, my new sleeping mat, also being sent to Rutland. And Raiden's got some new shoes going there as well. So we get to do a trip to the post office and get some more good stuff when we get there on Friday. We just came out onto a dirt road, and it looks like it's going to be pretty easy walking for at least a little while. So it's currently a little after 6 p.m. This morning we walked 9 miles to the road crossing. We got there about 10:30 this morning, and when we got there, hitched a ride into Manchester. We did a quick resupply at the Price Chopper. I had some McDonald's and used their power outlets and Wi-Fi for a little bit, and then got a ride back to the trail, I think around 2:30. I'm not entirely certain. We've now walked almost another 11 miles, so we're at 19.5 miles at the moment. We just got to Peru Peak Shelter, which was our first choice of somewhere to stay for the night, but it doesn't have very many flat tent sites. I did have a giant wooden platform, but we're not very good at that because our tent isn't freestanding. And so we decided to keep going. So it's about another 1/2 mile to a lake, where there's a campsite at the lake. So we're hoping that there's some better flat tent spots there, where we can set up. Otherwise, I'm not sure what we'll do. I'm sure the tent sites will be great. It won't matter. Which means that today will have been a a 20-mile day or a 32-kilometer day, which is good. It's a little bit more than our daily minimum, meaning that we're on track for getting to the finish line. Good morning, it's day 113 on trail. It's about 7:45. We're just leaving the Griffith Lake tenting area. Last night we had to set up camp on a wooden tent pad instead of on the ground, which in itself wasn't that bad. We thought that we'd have a bit of difficulty setting up on the tent pad, but it all seemed to work out. But it was a cold night's sleep. Having that no ground for insulation underneath us really made a difference to how warm it was inside the tent. And so as a result, we both slept a bit cold. Today we're walking about 23 miles, 36 k's, to a road crossing where we're going to hitch into Rutland. Originally it was our plan to go to Rutland tomorrow, but we wanted to try and make it to town before the post office shut tomorrow. And so instead we'll go in from a different road access point today, go to the post office first thing tomorrow morning, and then jump back on trail and keep going. Really looking forward to the post office. I've got some of my leftover food from home, but I also have my new sleeping pad, which is great because I think now I've got a mega baffle made from 5 baffles, which is a really big lump on my mat.
Why not put a bridge right there? What are you doing?
Filled with the squeaking of your shoes. So we're less than 2 k's from the road where we need to hitchhike into town, and there's a thunderstorm coming. We can see it coming across the valley. I've chucked our jackets on in preparation for it, really hoping we can make it to the bottom of the hill before it hits, but at this stage it's seeming pretty unlikely. In town there's a donation-based hostel, so that's where we're aiming for, to spend the night there, dry and warm hopefully, and then go to the post office and get back on trail tomorrow. It's pretty hard to hitchhike when you're soaking wet. It's an 8-mile hitch as well, so it's not super short. I'm hoping that we can just make it work before the rain comes, but it's seeming unlikely at this point. So we didn't manage to make it down the hill before it started raining, but we got a ride pretty quickly into Rutland. We're now at the Yellow Deli, staying at the hostel there. We just had some dinner. Gonna go across to Walmart and resupply, and then settle down for the night. Cute little place, but apparently it's run by a cult.